I don't expect you to understand what it's like to be me, to teleport through the shadows, to hear the hum of the end's void in your ears at all times. But today, you will, because I, an Enderman, am about to share the greatest secret of our world. A tale of a creature, not from the end or the nether, but one who walked the overworld with courage, foolishness, and dare I say, heart. It started on a quiet night in the overworld. The moon was full, and the stars were brighter than usual. I was standing in a field of swaying wheat, watching, observing. That's what we do, after all. We observe you, your strange, reckless ways. But on this night, something peculiar happened. A young player had wandered into the field, carrying nothing but a stone sword and a torch. I could tell they were new. Their footsteps were unsure, their eyes darting nervously. But what caught my attention was their voice. They spoke aloud to themselves, as if narrating their journey. "All right, let's find some diamonds," they said, "and maybe not die this time." Little did they know, death wouldn't be their biggest concern. As I followed them, silent, unseen, they stumbled upon something odd, a structure I'd never seen in my endless teleportations. It wasn't a village, nor was it a temple. It was a tower, black stone and obsidian spiraling into the clouds, surrounded by a moat of lava. The player hesitated, their hand hovering over their sword. "What is this place?" they whispered. I knew better than to intervene. Interference isn't our way. But something about this tower felt wrong, even to me. So I lingered, just close enough to watch. They crossed the lava using a narrow bridge of cracked stone bricks. The air grew colder, though the lava roared beneath them. And then they entered. The inside of the tower was darker than any cave I've seen. The player lit a torch, the flickering light barely illuminating the walls. Strange symbols were etched into the stone, glyphs that even I couldn't decipher. And then the door slammed shut behind them. Panic. That's the word you'd use. They spun around, banging on the door, but it wouldn't budge. And then they heard it. A voice. "You dare enter my domain?" It hissed, echoing from the shadows. The player froze. "Who's there?" A figure emerged. A shadowy creature, unlike anything I'd ever seen. It had the body of a player, but the eyes of a ghast, glowing white-hot. "You seek treasures, don't you?" The figure sneered. "But you'll find only despair here." The player raised their sword, trembling. I'm not afraid of you." Brave words. Foolish, too. The shadowy figure summoned waves of mobs. Skeletons, zombies, even a wither skeleton. The player fought valiantly, their sword swinging wildly. But I could see they were losing ground. And then, the unthinkable happened. The player fell. Their health was critical, and the shadowy figure loomed over them, laughing. "Your journey ends here." But the player did something unexpected. With their last ounce of strength, they hurled a bucket of water at the figure. The water hissed and steamed as it struck, causing the shadowy creature to shriek and retreat. It seemed vulnerable. The player seized the moment, crafting arrows tipped with the spectral glow of their last spectral arrow. They aimed carefully, and with one final shot, the shadowy figure dissolved into smoke. The tower began to crumble. As the player escaped, leaping over falling debris and dodging streams of lava, I couldn't help but feel impressed. They collapsed outside the tower, battered but alive, clutching a mysterious book they had snatched in the chaos. But here's where it gets interesting. That book, it was written in the Ender language, my language, And though I couldn't read the whole thing from where I stood, I caught a glimpse of the title, The Key to the End. The player didn't know it, but their journey was far from over. And me? I had a decision to make. Should I follow this player and see where their story leads? Or should I take the book for myself and uncover its secrets? I'll leave that choice for another time.